Hey everyone, it is Elsa932 on YouTube. Thank you for joining me. We are here for Love is Blind Italy episode 5. Please make sure you have hit that like button before you exit, and make sure you have the subscription on and the notification bell on as well. Let's get into it because we're still on vacation. We are still on vacation, and remember where we ended up. Nicola and Karen was having a little bit of an argument. And they do argue that she was left alone while the other couples were all coupled up all night. Now, he said he saw her hanging out with another couple and she was doing her thing, so he wasn't going to butt in. She said she didn't like that he spent a long time chatting with Ludovica. And I'm like, okay. But he said, like I thought, he did come back and tell her what happened. So Karen wasn't expressing herself to me for me to understand. So I could see how Nicola could feel kind of confused. Okay. So she says she won't be with him if he makes her look like a fool, and she will leave if he cannot see how his behavior was wrong. Now, he is not showing her empathy, and we learned that they have slept separately. Now, we already knew that because he left us saying, hey, I got to find someplace else to sleep. But at least he didn't leave the room. Okay, this was a lot, Karen. This was a lot. I don't like this, Karen. You needed to tell him what you needed ahead of time, because it's meaning to say, like, I need us to look like the strongest couple and you're making me feel foolish. Next up is Ludovica and Davide. She tells him that Nicola said, he doesn't believe her about the choice, that the door may still be open. And Davide says, like, okay, they have a past, Nicola and Ludovica. And he said sometimes one person doesn't close the door fully. I said, Davide, is this you telling on yourself? Did you leave a door slightly open in your past relationships? I'm wondering. So she says that, hey, Nicola is not her type. And he's like, I hope so for your sake. And I was like, is it for her heart's sake or for your sake that I might leave you, Davide? That was a little ominous for me. We see Gergana and Parmi. She said she could have done without the confrontation with Giovanni. And he said, hey, maybe Giovanni needed that closure. No, Parmi. Okay, production is going to make them talk. Please, production is going to make it happen. Okay, and we want to see it. So Gergana said it proved that she made the right choice and she is happy. Then why are you upset? Because people who don't care don't have any emotions involved. Why are we upset, Gergana? I'm confused. Okay, so she said he tried to convince her that he was genuine in the pots. Now, he could have been genuine, for his sake, but girl, just let it go. Be happy with Parmi. I'm just, only side-eyeing you because you're showing a little too much emotion about what went down with Giovanni. I understood he hurt you, but I'm like Nicola. Once you hurt me, I'm done with you and ain't no more emotions are being engaged. So you see Georgia and Giovanni. He's upset because he caused Gergana a lot of pain. And he said in real life, he would not have taken relationships with two people this far. So Georgia, like me, is like, this is the experiment. He says, yeah, but I hurt her. Is she hurt? But I know I'm saying that, with her emotions and stuff, but is she really hurt? Or are you hurt that she isn't more hurt, Giovanni? He says, obviously, Gergana chose her plan B. Oh, okay. A healthy dose of, I know I am a good man. I'm an awesome man. A healthy dose of it. But how do you know? You're just guessing. Why do you care? Okay. He said he still has feelings for her. And Gergana's eyes were glassy when talking to him. And it was intense feelings. Maybe her eyes were glassy because it was glazed over, Giovanni. Maybe she didn't want to be there. Maybe your cologne was a little too strong being that close to her. There's all kinds of reason for it to be glassy, not that she was caught up in emotions with you. Hey, he said that it was, basically Georgia's fault. I said no. No, like Georgia, I was like, is her fault? He said it is her fault. Okay, because he led Gergana on because they had argued and he was talking to Gergana while they were arguing. Okay, but it's still your fault, sir. He said he was undecided and Georgia didn't give him reassurance. Oh, so you're the prize. She needs to reassure you, but you're the one making the decision. But I kind of understand, but you put in a whole lot of weight on Georgia and none on you and your decision making, sir. So are you trying to tell us you chose your plan B? Excuse me? Excuse me, Giovanni. Did you choose your plan B? So since Jordana chose another man, what hurt have you caused? Okay? He said he was upset, and that is why, he doesn't understand why Georgia treat him this way. When he's upset, he's in his feelings, and she doesn't understand what it means to be an empath. Sir, bye. Giovanni, bye. More and more you're telling me why I really can't stand this. So we see the next day, and Giovanni was able, he said, to do things that he liked without sharing his space. Oh, you want to be alone already. So he remembered, though, why he chose Georgia. But she's also sad that he wasn't in bed. But I thought you wanted him on the couch, Georgia. Both of you are confusing me. So he said he meditated and realized how she is lucky to have him. Okay. We see Elise and Alessandro. Now, they were intimate, okay? She told us right off the bat. He also told us that they were intimate multiple times, okay? But they were talking about meditation. They have similar values, and it's the little things in life. She reads her journal entry and loves it. It was a touching moment because it was all about how she really felt about him, and she was very shy for it to be said out loud. That was really cute of them. Karen and Nicola, she said she's not hungry when he came and asked her if she wanted breakfast. She got no appetite. Karen, it's the next day. We gotta at least talk to this man. Either talk to him or leave, please, Karen. But they slept separately. He said he felt it was excessive that she won't even have breakfast with him. I find that too, Nicola, okay? You can't even talk if you're not in the same room, Karen. So he apologized for the way he acted. He said if everything she does and she puts up a wall every time they argue, he will gladly chase her because he cares. He will chase her all the way back to Brazil if needed. You will spend your life chasing, Nicola. You will spend your life climbing those walls trying to get to Karen. Do not tell this woman that you will go to the ends of the earth. Because we know you won't. We know you won't. You're going to go as far as the horizon, maybe. Far as the front door, maybe. But I don't know if you're scrambling to just keep her. But he wants to communicate, okay, and not shut down. He said he only wants to be with her. Karen says, don't hurt her because then she will close herself off. But he won't know unless you communicate, Karen. He won't know unless you tell him, hey, I would like you to be closer to me during the reception. Hey, I like it when my partner comes and holds my hand and checks up on me. He does not know how to behave around you. You don't know how to behave around him. Be a little bit more open, Karen. Okay? Don't shut down or shut off. He said he admits that he has some growing up to do. Yes. Because if you're going to chase her, you got a lot of growing up to do. Chase her all the way to Brazil. But she hears his words, okay? And she needs action. They hug and they make up. We see Giovanni and Georgia. They are tanning outside, y'all. He has his shirt on. She says she wanted him shirtless so she could put some sunscreen on. He don't want you touching him, okay? She's touching his arm and he's unresponsive. He don't want her touching him. He has a book covering his face from the sun. And then she asked him, well, how about my tan line? Which way would you like it? He said he doesn't get it. Y'all, she is literally partially taking down her bikini bottoms to show him, like, where would you like my bikini tan line? He don't get it. He's not attracted to you. He don't care. He don't care. He says that they have taken steps forward into knowing each other as a person, but no moving forward in chemistry. He don't like her. Giovanni, just tell this woman, please. She said she needs intimacy with him, even if it's just sleeping in the same bed. Georgia, you're confusing me. You told him to go sleep on the couch. Now all of a sudden you want him there. Yes, there are different ways to have intimacy, which sitting out there, touching each other, but he don't even want skin-to-skin contact, Georgia. How many times or ways can Giovanni tell you he don't want you? Ludovica and Davide, they go shopping. She did something really cute, y'all. She told Davide, hey, here's a card. Write me a wonderful note, and it'll be a surprise for when we get back to Italy. And I could see the card and the note. That's wonderful. I like that. I really do like that. But they do joke and laugh, and He says he has a big, strong family, and she said that is what's great about him. She has never been a part of a really big, extended family. They had a great time shopping. Jagana and Parmi, she said basically she had a panic attack last night. She said she had so much anxiety with the thoughts of going home. She said she looks at the ring though, but then she relaxes. And her feelings are out of control. She says her parents will never be okay with this. Woo! But they were in a beautiful setting in that desert. Absolutely beautiful. Morocco, absolutely beautiful. Now Karen and Nicola, he got her flowers. She loves flowers. They have dinner. And she did admit that she was overreacting. He said he is starting to feel true love. And this scares her. He said he's going to give love another chance, even though he is scared too. I don't think you're feeling true love, Nicola. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened overnight. No, all of a sudden you feel true love. She didn't even want to have breakfast with you this morning. I don't believe it. Parmi and Jordana, he said he's scared about facing their parents. He thinks of the future and, about family opinions. He said he shouldn't think about family opinions at his grown age of 34, but they have always been supportive. But to get married after a month, they will think he is crazy. They know that the show is about, getting out there and getting access, and it will help in his life. But they do not know that there's a wedding at the end. He does see a future with her, but are they ready to face all of this? He told her that they would fight together, but they were not thinking of the reality of things, and they are both scared. She said she will try to reassure him in every stage of it, and Parmi says he is glad that they are talking and supporting each other. She feels he is more likely to walk away, though, saying that feelings have changed, and if he does, she will be devastated. I'll be devastated with you, Jordana, because I really do like you guys, and I'm hoping the families see something. Giovanni and Georgia, he's outside in the dark in the garden, y'all. He's whispering to the camera. He said, we have fought for the millionth time. He said, because he has dedicated a half an hour to his inner self. He took a shower. That's your outer self, Giovanni. A shower, you're washing your outside. Okay, just a thought. But he said he took a shower and he watched cartoons. And she thinks he doesn't desire her. You're doing things not to be close to her, so of course she will feel like you don't desire her, Giovanni. You didn't want her touching you. You probably said you weren't going to sleep in the bed that night. You were going to stay on the couch. That's probably where it kind of started. But you don't desire her. What things are you showing that you do desire her? That is what I would like you to answer, Giovanni. But she feels like she is a satellite revolving around him, and he got defensive. And he only shares his point of view, and it hurts. They are not compatible. That's what she said in her camera diary. We see Ludovica and Davide. She is cussing him out. I thought it was a joke at first, but she clean cussing him out. He left his house key with his friend. She says his F-buddy. He said, no, this is a person that is close to him. And she's like, this is the first person he's going to have to see because he left his key with her. Okay? She didn't leave any situationships open. And so she is mad at Davide. We see the couple mixer. We see everybody there. Giovanni and Nicola talk about their fights. They're like, hey, you had a fight with yours? I had a fight with mine. And Nicola said he slept on the couch. But, he did share with Giovanni. He told Karen that he's falling in love with her. And Giovanni looks like, wow, really? Ludovica tells Karen that they're fighting, that she and Davide are fighting. And Davide says, yeah, there's a lady. She's only a friend. They've only watched movies together. And then Karen said, have you kissed that woman? He's like, yeah, he's kissed her. She's like, then it ain't no friend. Ludovica, though, says she does not remember all the guys that have a key to her house. I said, this is just as scary. I hope you've changed the locks, Ludovica. Please tell me you've changed the locks. So the host and hostess arrive, okay? Georgia says that they need regular life, together to really understand each other. Alessandro said he's terrified to meet Elisa's family. And we're going to find out why later. Parmi says it's the family that concerns him, not the living together. And the hostess says, hey, parents want what's best for their kids. Even if they don't approve at first, this is your life. And I wonder the story behind these two. the host and hostess, if they have had to overcome that as well. If you don't, put it in the comments for me below. So they will get their phones back in Milan, and it is 3 weeks until the altar. Now the song they play is Make It Rain, Make It Shower. Oh, it's going to rain. It's going to pour. Georgia and Giovanni, he says he is happy this is the last dinner. You happy to run away from her. You happy to get away from her. He said he's going back to Rome for work for a few days. Get away. He ain't moving in. And they meditate together over his runes that he engraved and he has prepared so they're close to him. He gave her a reading that she was like all in about some stuff, but then he was questioning the reading. And she's like, no, don't question the reading because that's me. He said he's not sure she's ready to give up her career for children. Okay? She's like, hey, a lot of women work and have kids. He said he doesn't know if she can handle the sacrifice of her dreams for children. And he's not sure about moving in with her. Y'all, I don't think he's going to stay. That's my hypothesis with Giovanni. I don't even know if he's going to move in with her. I have only seen this episode, y'all. I don't even know. They are headed home to Milan. They move in together. Only Georgia is moving in alone because Giovanni is in Rome for work. Can we get that verified, please? Karen says she's scared but happy. Okay, he has to meet her son and all of that stuff. We do see Yoni and Alessandro B in a flashback. They are moving back in together. They're moving in. They're coming back to the show. And they seem happy. Rolling around in the bed. Very touchy-feely. Very huggy-huggy. Okay. No word on why they did not make it the vacation. No word. She said she has to get used to him peeing standing up. That all of her previous boyfriends peed sitting down. Y'all, I need you to tell me in Italy, what is going on? Are we sitting, gentlemen, to use the facilities to number one, to urinate? Are we doing that in Italy? Because if I saw a gentleman, talking about sitting, I'd be like, wait a minute, I'm used to standing. So, Yoni, I need to know, are these Italian men you're talking about? Or are these men from another culture? I need to know what's going on. He said he is proud of who they are and how they are together. He's just happy. He giddy. Alessandro B is happy. Ludovica and Davide, she said this is the first time she's living with a boyfriend. I'm scared for you, Davide. If this is the first time, I'm scared. I don't know what to expect. Now they turn their phones on and Davide's phone starts ding, 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 going off. Now she calls her friends in a group chat, show them the ring, let them know she's engaged. He, meanwhile, is deleting stories before it causes an insurrection. He wants to avoid the problems. I said she's going to find them in your deleted folder. Or her friend's going to look it up and it ain't going to be deleted quite right away. Giordana and Parmi, he said he's getting anxious, y'all, seeing all the colors in the laundry. He's getting anxious. Because when I think about it, Parmi, I've only seen you in white, brown, and black. I haven't seen you in colors. So when Giordana has the reds, the blues, the yellow, he is getting anxious. Because when you're doing laundry, you got to sort all them colors out. Now, she said she lived with an ex for 1.5 years, and that was her longest relationship. And she finds living together is the most important way of getting to know each other and knowing if the relationship will last. Now, he starts laundry right away. Pardon me, I'm with you. We came back from vacation. We're going to throw these clothes in the laundry right now. And he's trying to learn the laundry. But he knows that she won't like some things about him, and they have to learn each other. And they both sit there showing each other pictures of their parents. That was a good moment to see the parents and see what may be coming. Elisa and Alessandro, we see them unpacking. He says he hopes that this won't tear them apart. They call her mom, and he talks to the mom. And the mom says she ain't scared because they're all lawyers. That's why Alessandro is afraid of Elisa's family, because they're all lawyers. Elisa tell her mama, don't scare him away, please. Now, mama, how many boyfriends have you scared away? How many? Now we meet his mom on the phone, and they talk about how proper Elisa's Italian is. And mama, though, seems very welcoming. And we find out Alessandro is from Rome, while Elisa is in Milan, but most of her family is in Rome, okay? Nicola and Karen, he said he needs organization for this to work. Okay. He does do a group text to his family to let them know he is back. She writes to her son, who responds, I'm fine. regular teen response. Georgia and Giovanni, she calls him. He's home. She thought he was at work. He shows his home, his fireplace, and look at this. Y'all, it looks like, I'm sorry, Giovanni. The whole fireplace and the scones and stuff, it looks like, vampires, vampire's castle. I'm sorry. But he shows his home, and she says that he hopes that she seeing his home will help her understand him. She says he is self-centered and is the only one who exists in his world. He didn't even ask to see the apartment that we saw. She says they don't have the emotional maturity to handle this relationship. He doesn't have it. He does not have the mindset of sharing to be in a relationship. She said, what the heck is going on? He has not had intimacy with someone in a month, so he should be horny as hell. She is struggling to understand, why is he staying away from her? Why isn't he ready to get physical with her? And y'all, she goes into the bedroom, and that is the end of the episode. And I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel.